Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. Thank you for watching my channel today. I have a cute flip-up box. Let me show you. You just pull down the ribbons and this flips. And inside is this little, it's a marshmallow treat. Now I bought two different types. These were from Big Lots, and these were from, I think I saw them in Walmart and Dollar Tree. They both fit, so whatever you want to do on that, whatever you run into. Also will fit this little pack of cute erasers that I made up. Now I took a 3x5 cello bag, and I put them in and just kind of shook them to the side, and then I just closed it with cello tape in a couple places, and that makes the perfect size to fit right into there. And I got these erasers from Target Dollar Spot. There's 60 of them in here, and I used 7. So you can get about 8 of these out of $1 pack of these erasers. And then I just added in a few of these carrot erasers that were from Walmart. These were $1, and you got 12. But you don't have to have them in there. You can just put just the bunnies or any other treat that will fit inside of here. You could wrap up Hershey Kisses. You could wrap up whatever it is you have available that will make a quick treat. You can do very easily. You can get 4 of these treats out of one sheet of 12x12 DSP. And they're very quick and easy to do. I'll mess with that later. Alrighty. So we're using Springtime Joy stamp set, Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper, some Polka Dot Tulle Ribbon, which is retiring. I'm very sad about that. I'm sad about a lot of things. The layering circles are staying. The layering oval dies and the stitched shape dies are leaving, and they're a staple in my craft room. So, I mean, I can make other projects, but I don't want to show you guys projects using them when they're not available anymore. So, I'll have to figure something out. All right, I also use the pastel pearls and some blends. Not too many. It's pretty quick. Alrighty, so to start off, we need a piece of Hydrangea Hill or any other paper you can make. This is a little bit, unless the boy likes purple. Sometimes boys like purple, but you could do this with a different paper to make it a little more manly-ish, I guess. It's 10 1/4 by 3 inches, so it's great. You can get 4 of these out of one sheet. Alrighty, and we're going to score on the 10 1/4 inch side first. And we're going to score at 1 1/2, 2 3/8, 6 3/8, and 7 1/4. I'm going to turn it to the 3 inch side, and we're going to score at 7/8 and 2 1/8. Alrighty. I'm just going to fold and burnish. Okie dokie. And this is what we want to do. Okay? We're just going to wedge out the squares, and that's about it. All right, so we have a long rectangle on the left hand side and a shorter one on the right hand side, but it really doesn't matter which side you do it. Just make sure that you cut the rectangle straight on the edge and wedge a little bit out of each square, and there's 4 squares. Move all the way down here. And we flip it around and do the same thing. Keep the rectangles straight and wedge a tiny bit out of each square. Okay. All right, now you can just use your Stampin' Seal, regular Stampin' Seal, because it's paper to paper. But I'm just going to use up the rest of my snail that I've had. It's almost retired a year, and I've had this little bit left. And I just want you to put 2 pieces on each square. And then 2 pieces, well, we'll do that part later. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to start on the side that has the longer piece here. That's just going to be our front flap. All right, you're going to take your square, the edge of this square right here, and match it with this side of the rectangle. Okay, you see that? And then on the other side, the same thing. You're going to take the line on top of the square and make it straight with the line on the top of the flap. Okay, and then we're just going to move down to the other side, and we're just going to attach it to the flap also. So this line on the bottom flap is going to go straight with the top of the square. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Fold down your square that you wedged and make it flush with the one on the square, on the rectangle. Okay, now all we need, oops, I should have done this before, is to put some seal on, on the inside. So maybe just, if you use tear and tape, then you can leave it, but I should have done this earlier. Okay, we're going to put it on the inside of that smaller rectangle flap at the bottom. All right, and then you're just going to fold it over. The body is the middle. And we're just going to make it flush with the back. With this line on the back. And that's it. And now you have your fold over box done. Okay, so these can be done really quickly. All right, now I'm just going to put in my erasers. See, the erasers, you just got to fiddle with a little bit, and they will close nicely. This carrot is sticking up a little bit, so I probably should have only put 2 carrots in here. Alrighty, now that's in there. And I'm going to take the Polka Dot Tulle Ribbon and the seam binding ribbon, and I'm going to tie a bow just to keep it closed, because it's not going to sit closed because these flaps are open a little bit because it's a long top. So I'm just going to tie it right up towards the bottom, towards the other side of the middle, towards the bottom, I'd say. And there you have your double bow. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. And I might have made this a little too long, but I'll take care of that at the end. Before I take the picture, I'll decide. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now we are going to stamp our bunny from Springtime Joy on a scrap piece of basic white with my tuxedo black ink. Okay. And this you have to fussy cut, which I already cut one out, so we don't have to go through that. And it's dry. All right, so we're only using a couple of blends. I'm using Light Smoky Slate, for just a little bit of the shadow on the ears and above and below the flowers. One side of the ear. Below the flowers here, just a really nice thin line so it just looks a little shadowy. And then on the sides of the bunny and under the paws. And on the bottom. And that's pretty quick for coloring that. Okay, and I'm going to use for the flowers light and dark Highland Heather. And I'm just going to do every other one with each. And I used light mossy meadow for the leaves. Now there's a whole category on the Stampin' Up! Website, which is last chance items, I believe it is. And I think once they sell out, that's it. And the Polka Dot Tulle Ribbon is on there, and the layering ovals dies and the stitched shapes dies and a lot of other stamp sets that are going to be retiring when this new catalog comes out. So you might want to take, some of them are discounted, you might want to take a look at that. Okay, now we just need some dimensionals, and I'm just going to use up my edges here. Ooh. Put some little ones on the ears. You could use minis for that, but I just want to use this up. He's full. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to tuck, did I get it all? Yeah. I'm just going to tuck him right above the bow. There you go. And I'm going to add some Wink of Stella to the flowers. And then I'm going to add some pastel pearls to the bottom. Now, if you don't want it, if you want them to be able to just slip the bow off, that's fine. You don't need them there. But as you can see, I'm heavily favoring the purple ones of these. I guess I've done more purple projects lately since I got them. And there you go. And just remember, you can get 4 of these out of each piece of Designer Series paper, and they fit lots of different things you can fit in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to buy any of the Last Chance products, any of these products from Stampin' Up!, the address to buy them through me is at the top of the screen. Thank you for coming, and I hope that you would subscribe and hit the like button. I will see you next time. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.